Hello, friends. Welcome to today's football predictions on Betkraft. Right, today is another wonderful, Thursday morning. The first day of August 2024, and as usual, a lot of games going on across the globe. But amongst those many, we selected a few that we looked into and brought forward for you. And before that, we made our in-depth analysis of these games and brought it forward for you. All right, today we have lots of UEFA Europa League qualifying match, UEFA Conference League qualifying matches, and also some of the club matches from Egypt. And in a short while, we'll be looking at these matches, one after the other. But I would like to urge those of us who are yet to subscribe to our channel to kindly hit the subscription button down there so you don't miss out on subsequent games that will be up on this channel on a daily basis. All right. Also remember to share and like our video so that we'll be able to reach more audience on this channel. So that being said, without further ado, let's head to the business of the day. And today we are starting with the very first game, which is a Europa Conference League match where Tromsø will be up against the Coups. As usual, we take a look at how these two teams have fared in recent games, and also we take it down to their performances from home and away perspective. All right, when you look at Tromsø, Tromsø have been able to achieve 3 victories in the past 6 games that they played out so far. They've also had 2 draws as well as 1 loss in the past 6 encounters. And looking at their away side, Coups Finland have been able to achieve 4 victories and also 1 draw as well as 1 loss in the past 6% encounters. When you look at how both teams have fared from home and away perspective, you can as well see that Tromsø have been able to achieve only 3 victories playing from home. They've also had 6 losses as well as 1 draw in the past 10 home games that they have so far. And Coups, on the other hand, have been able to achieve 6 victories from away, 3 losses as well as 1 draw in the past 10 away games that they had so far. But when you look at how these two teams fared from head-to-head perspective, we predicted here the last time they met, which was on 25th of July. We predicted Tromsø to win from away, and also Tromsø won that match by 1-0. But in this very encounter, we still expect Tromsø, who is playing from home this time around, to actually also win in this very encounter. All right, it is home win or draw and under 4.5. That's our verdict for this very game. Home win or draw and under 4.5. That's our verdict for that very game. And that takes us to the next game for the day. And also it is in Europa Conference League qualifying match. We'll have a Viking of Iceland coming up against Gent. Right, when you look at Viking, they've been able to achieve 4 victories in the past 6 encounters. They've also had 1 draw as well as 1 loss in the past 6% games that they have so far. And the away side, on the other hand, Gent have been able to achieve 2 wins as well as 4 losses in the past 6% encounters. But when we look at how these two teams have performed, from their home and away perspective, you can see that the home side, Viking, in the past 10 home games have achieved 9 victories, and they've also had 1 draw. They've not lost a single match playing from home. That makes it very, very interesting tie. And when you look at Gent, on the other hand, they've been able to achieve 7 victories playing from away, but they've also had 3 losses inclusive in the past 10 away games that they have so far. So it is going to be a very interesting match, seeing that last time both teams met, which was in last 25th of July. We saw Gent playing from home on that occasion, defeating the Viking by 4-1. There's a lot of goals in that very outing, and in this very game also we also expect to see a lot of goals in this one as well. Our verdict is actually on the goal side. We do expect to see a minimum of 3 goals in this very encounter. It is an over 2.5. That's what we expect in this very game. All right, that takes us to the next game for the day, and also in Europa Conference League qualifying match, we will have a Slack Wroclaw of Poland coming up against a Riga of Latvia. When you look at Wroclaw, the home side, they've been able to achieve 1 victory in the past 6 encounters, but they've also had 2 draws as well as 3 losses in the past 6 games that they had so far. And Riga, on the other hand, their away side, have been able to achieve 5 victories out of the past 6 encounters. They've also had 1 draw. And when you look at how these two teams have fared from home and away perspective, you can also see that the home side, Slack Rocklo of Poland have been able to achieve 5 victories in the past 10 home games, but they've also been able to achieve 3 draws as well as 2 losses in the past 10 home encounters. They've won 50% of their home games and they've drawn 30% of it, losing 20%. So they're not doing badly, when playing from home. So when you look at the away side, Riga have been able to achieve 7 victories playing from away. It's such a very good side in Latvia, and they've also had 3 draws in the process. So when you put all that together, also noting the fact that the last time both teams met, which was 24th day of July, last month, we saw Riga defeating this side from home by 1-0, and this time around Rocklo playing home. So it's going to be a very difficult task, and it's going to be a very tough match, if you ask me. And we do expect the home side, Rocklo, the Polish side, to either win or draw under 3.5 goals. That's what we expect in this very game. Home win or draw under 3.5. All right, that takes us to the next. And the next game that we have for you is in Egyptian Premier League, where we'll have Arab Contractors who will be up against Ceramica Cleopatra. All right, when you look at these two teams, you see that Arab Contractors, the home side, have been able to achieve just 1 victory in the past 6% encounters. They've also had 2 draws as well as 3 losses. And when you look at the Cleopatra, the away side, they've been able to achieve 3 victories, 1 draw as well as 2 losses in the past recent 6 encounters. When you look at how both sides have fared from home and away perspective, when you take it down there, you see that Arab Contractors have been able to achieve just 2 wins in the past 10 home games. They've also had 1 draw, but they've also had 2 draws as well, but they have had 6 losses in the past 10 home games that they have so far. That goes to show that they're not doing very well at the moment, seeing that they have only achieved 20% victory in the possible 100% victory from the past 10 home games that they have so far, though. So they're doing poorly at the moment. And when you look at their away side, Cleopatra, they've won 3 games in the past 10 away games. They've also had 1 draw, and they've had 6 losses. All right, and it goes to show that they've won 30% of their away games, and actually they're doing better playing from home, seeing that they've been able to achieve 50% victory playing from home. Cleopatra we're talking about. So when you look at how both 2 teams have fared in the recent encounters, the past 2 head-to-head meetings for both sides saw them playing out 2-0 victory against the Arab Contractors. They defeated Arab Contractors by 2-0 playing from home on that occasion. That was a match this year, and putting all that together, we do expect a result for the away side, Cleopatra, actually, to achieve a result in this very one. We don't expect them to lose out shortly, and verdict is actually the away side, either to win or draw, and under 3.5. That's our verdict. Away win or draw, and under 3.5. All right, that takes us to the next for the day. It is also in Egyptian Premier League. Al Ahly, home side, the best side in Africa, will be coming up against the National Bank of Egypt. All right, Al Ahly have won the entire 6 games that have played so far in recent encounters. And then we look at National Bank of Egypt. They've won 3, they've drawn 2, and as well, they've had just 1 loss in the past 6 encounters. But when you look at how both sides are fared from home and away perspective, you can also see that Al Ahly, the home side, have won the entire 10 games they've played so far. They've been beating all sides, and they've had maximum points, 100% victory in all 10 games that they have so far. And when you look at National Bank, their away side, they've had just 2 victories from away. They've also had 4 draws as well as 4 losses in the past 10 away games that they have so far. When you look at the head-to-head perspective, how both sides have fared in the last recent meetings, we could see that the last time both teams met was in March this year. We saw National Bank of Egypt playing from home on that occasion, we saw National Bank of Egypt defeating Al Ahly on that occasion by 4-3. All right, and prior to that, we saw Al Ahly, defeating them from away. That was in June last year by 3-0. So when you put all that together, we know that Al Ahly will be looking to avenge this very recent defeat that they had against National Bank of Egypt. So it is the home side that is expected to rise to the occasion of winning out shortly in this very game. Home win, that's our verdict. And that takes us to the last game for the day, and it is also in the Egyptian Premier League, where we have Smoha coming up against Al Masry. All right, Smoha have been able to achieve 3 victories in the past 6 recent games that they have so far. They've also had 1 draw as well as 2 losses in the past 6 recent games. And when you look at Al Masry, their away side, they've actually achieved 3 wins as well, and they've also had 1 draw and also 2 losses in the past 6 recent games. So when you take it down to how both sides are fared from home and away perspective, when you look at their performances there, you see that Smoha, the home side, have been able to achieve 6 victories playing from home. They've also had 2 losses as well as 2 draws. They've been doing very well, if you ask me. And Al Masry, on the other hand, another team that have been doing wonderfully well at the moment. Been able to achieve from away. They've been able to also achieve 6 victories from away. They've also had 3 draws as well as just 1 loss. Playing from away. All right, that tells you that these 2 teams are quite evenly balanced. And for me, when you look at how they fared in the last time they met, which was in March this year, we saw Al Masry playing from home on that occasion, defeating Smoha by 2-0. And prior to that, which was last year July, we saw Smoha also achieving a victory from away by 1-0. So it is a very dicey one to decide, but I go with the away side, Al Masry, who have shown recently shown that how strong they are to achieve a result in this very one. It is the away side either to win or draw plus under 3.5 once again. Right, away win or draw another 3.5. That's our value for that very game. And that brings our predictions for you today on Betkraft to a conclusion. All right, I wish you the very best of luck, and I hope your ticket goes green. And also remember to play responsibly. It's only a football game. Anything can happen and change the course of the game. All right, that being said, tomorrow is another day, and we'll be coming up with our predictions on Betkraft. Don't miss out. But until then, keep winning.